Good evening, everyone. We'll be with you shortly. Make sure you've got your pencil and pen and plenty of paper ready for a start at 7:30. Hope you're looking forward to our quiz this evening, and hopefully the questions will be okay. Got a good mix of questions as usual, and look forward to seeing you in about 5 minutes' time at 7:30. Help. There we go. Let's put the microphone on. It always helps to have the microphone on when you're talking. So good evening to you all. Welcome to our quiz night yet again. Must be about week 10 or 11. Who knows? Should have started counting. Weeks go on. We're certainly on about 3 months, aren't we? Since coming up to 3 months since we've been locked down. Hope you're all well. Got a good number already connected, over 40 connections so far. We'll give everybody a couple of minutes as usual to see if anybody else is going to connect up. 3 good rounds for you tonight as usual. Potluck round in the middle. I'm not going to tell you the rounds because if I tell you what the questions are, you'll probably all disappear off now and leave me on my own, so I won't do that. But you can rest assured there isn't a round on football. As I've always promised, there isn't a round on football. I think we're going to have enough sport on TV over the coming weeks that will make sure we don't have any sort of heavy sports rounds on here. Because obviously television stations have had trouble producing their programmes, things like EastEnders and Holby and Casualty and Emmerdale and all those regular programmes. They've had problems producing them. They're running out of the episodes that they recorded before we had coronavirus, so I think they'll be grabbing all this sport, the rugby and the football and the horse racing and everything, and filling our channels with that in the weeks ahead. So yeah, we'll try not to do too much on sport if we can help it. Always a potluck round in the middle, just to see if anybody's trying to join the group, because we don't want to leave anybody out if we can help it. Doesn't look like it. That's good. Okay. If you haven't joined us before, it's quite simple. We have 3 rounds of 30 questions. I ask the questions. I'll read them through twice as we go through. You just write down the answers. You don't put the answers up in the comments. I'll then read them through a 3rd time. We found out it's easier doing this than asking you any that you want read again. So I'll whip through them a 3rd time, which gives you the chance to cover any that you've missed the first time round, to check your answers and maybe change 1 or 2 if you think you've got them wrong. And then I'll read out the answers, and you just pop up in the comments if you're on the Facebook group the number you've got right out of 30. No prizes. Nobody's going to check whether you're telling the truth or not. It's all for a bit of fun. Better than watching TV or sitting at home on your own, and hopefully growing your knowledge a little bit at the same time. And that's what it's all about. Now, I was going to try and find out before the quiz tonight to see whether it's still happening. All Saints School were planning to do a quiz on the 11th, I think it is, which is probably this coming Thursday. I'll try and find out whether that's still going ahead, and I will pop it up on Facebook and drop an email out in case anybody wants to join in with that quiz on Thursday evening this week. It's organised by FASA, the Friends of All Saints. Again, just for something to do, and I think you may be able to make a donation if you take part, but I don't think there's a set fee. So I'll try and confirm that and put that out during the week in case anybody would like to join that evening as well. So I hope you're all well. I hope you're all organised. I see that Michael and Dee have got a bottle of Pinot Grigio tonight, so they're on the white tonight rather. Is it Pinot Grigio white? I think it is, isn't it? Or is it? No, is it red? I can't remember. It's a long time since I've had a glass of wine. I thought they might be interested to know that there is rumours that there may be a vineyard opening in Wyke. I was talking to somebody who's thinking of starting a vineyard in Wyke and growing some grapes. So we may be able to produce a bit of wine from Wyke in the years ahead. So if you're ready, if you've got your paper and your pen or pencil to hand, you've got a glass of wine or a cup of coffee, some peanuts or some crisps if you fancy that. We'll start with our first round tonight, which is Inventors and Inventions. I'm hoping you can all hear me nice and loud and clearly. Nobody seems to be shouting up. Oh yeah, Tracy says All Saints quiz is still happening. Need to email Mr. Cornish. Okie dokie, we'll get that information out to everybody in case anybody's interested in joining in with that as well, because obviously it'd be good to support the school, and particularly if you like quizzes as well. Okay, so inventors and inventions, 30 questions on inventors and inventions. What was invented by Laszlo and Georg Biro? Looks like George without an E. What was invented by Laszlo and Georg Biro? Hopefully that one's not too difficult for you to start with. Number 2. Which fashion item is Oscar Levi Strauss responsible for? Again, hopefully not too difficult. So which fashion item is Oscar Levi Strauss responsible for? Number 3. What nationality was motor vehicle pioneer Gottlieb Daimler? What nationality was motor vehicle pioneer Gottlieb Daimler? Number 4. What was developed by André and Edouard Michelin? Number 4. What was developed by André and Edouard Michelin? Number 5. What type of pen did Louis Waterman invent? What type of pen did Louis Waterman invent? Number 6. Which air cushion vehicle was invented by Christopher Cockerell? Which air cushion vehicle was invented by Christopher Cockerell? Number 7. Which engine used in aircraft was invented by Sir Frank Whittle? Which engine used in aircraft was invented by Sir Frank Whittle? Number 8. What did John Logie Baird invent, first called Seeing by Wireless? What did John Logie Baird invent, first called Seeing by Wireless? Number 9. Which communication system is Alexander Graham Bell famous for? Which communication system is Alexander Graham Bell famous for? Now I'm hoping when we get to the end of this round that we've got a few 30s out of 30, because these questions are fairly easy. Well, they're easy for me, and they seem easy on the overall scheme of some of the questions that we've had in recent weeks. So let's hope you're all doing well on this round. Number 10. Who invented a code made up of dots and dashes? Who invented a code made up of dots and dashes? Number 11. For whom did Louis Braille develop his writing system? For whom did Louis Braille develop his writing system? Here we go, another famous name coming up here. Which method, number 12, which method of food preservation did Clarence Birdseye invent? Which method of food preservation did Clarence Birdseye invent? Number 13, what type of lamp is Humphrey Davy famous for? What type of lamp is Humphrey Davy famous for? Number 14. Which predecessor of the CD player did Thomas Edison create? What predecessor of the CD player did Thomas Edison create? Number 15. Which breakfast food was developed by Will Keith Kellogg in 1898? Which breakfast food was developed by Will Keith Kellogg in 1898? Which invention is Marconi known for? Number 16. Which invention is Marconi known for? Number 16. Number 17. Which company motto, "Small is beautiful," was founded in the late 1940s and developed the Walkman? Which company motto, "Small is beautiful," was founded in the late 1940s and developed the Walkman? Okay, I'll read that one again. Which company motto, "Small is beautiful," was founded in the late 1940s and developed the Walkman? Number 18. Which explosive was invented by Alfred Nobel? What explosive was invented by Alfred Nobel? Number 19. What type of milk did Louis Pasteur give his name to because of the treatment it undergoes? Number 19. Which type of milk did Louis Pasteur give his name to because of the treatment it undergoes? Number 20. In which source of power were Volta and Ampere pioneers? In which source of power were Volta and Ampere pioneers? Number 21. What powered James Watt's engine in 1765? What powered James Watt's engine in 1765? Number 22. What would you use Isaac Singer's invention for? What would you use Isaac Singer's invention for? Number 23. In which room would you most likely to use the inventions of Kenneth Wood, known to his friends as Ken? In which room would you most likely to use the inventions of Kenneth Wood, known to his friends as Ken? Number 24. At what sort of party might you see the invention of Earl W. Tupper? At what sort of party might you see the invention of Earl W. Tupper? That was number 24. Number 25. Which frozen confection was originally called Eskimo pie? Which frozen confection was originally called Eskimo pie? Which Earl, this is 26, which Earl invented a snack of meat between two slices of bread? Which Earl invented a snack of meat between two slices of bread? That was number 26. Number 27. What was special about the fabric Charles Mackintosh invented? What was special about the fabric that Charles Mackintosh invented? That was number 27. Number 28. Which essential for foreign tourists was invented by American Express? Which essential for foreign tourists was invented by American Express? Number 29. George Eastman developed an easy-to-use handheld what? 29. George Eastman developed an easy-to-use handheld what? And number 30. What type of aircraft is Sikorsky famous for? What type of aircraft is Sikorsky famous for? So that's our first 30 questions. I'll give you a little break just to check up and down your list and to highlight any questions that you want to catch again as we go through, and I will read them all again through a little bit quicker. So this is your opportunity to check your answers, to catch the questions which you didn't manage to answer the first time round, and so that you've got a full set of answers by the time we get to the end. So, are you ready? We will zip through them one final time very quickly. Number 1. What was invented by Laszlo and Georg Biro? Number 2. Which fashion item is Oscar Levi Strauss responsible for? Number 3. What nationality was motor vehicle pioneer Gottlieb Daimler? Number 4. What was developed by André and Edouard Michelin? Number 5. What type of pen did Lewis Waterman invent? Number 6. Which air cushion vehicle was invented by Christopher Cockerell? Number 7. Which engine used in aircraft was invented by Sir Frank Whittle? Number 8. What did John Logie Baird invent, first called Seeing by Wireless? Number 9. Which communication system is Alexander Graham Bell famous for? Number 10. Who invented a code made up of dots and dashes? Number 11. For whom did Louis Braille develop his writing system? Number 12. Which method of food preservation did Clarence Birdseye invent? Number 13. What type of lamp is Humphrey Davy famous for? Number 14. Which predecessor of the CD player did Thomas Edison create? Number 15. Which breakfast food was developed by Will Keith Kellogg in 1898? Number 16. Which invention is Marconi known for? Number 17. Which company motto, "Small is beautiful," was founded in the late 1940s and developed the Walkman? Number 18. Which explosive was invented by Alfred Nobel? Number 19. What type of milk did Louis Pasteur give his name to because of the treatment it undergoes? Number 20. In which source of power were Volta and Ampere pioneers? 21. What powered James Watt's engine in 1765? Number 22. What would you use Isaac Singer's invention for? Number 23. In which room would you be most likely to use the inventions of Kenneth Wood, known to his friends as Ken? 24. At what sort of party might you see the invention of Earl W. Tupper? 25. Which frozen confection was originally called Eskimo pie? 26. Which Earl invented a snack of meat between two slices of bread? Number 27. What was special about the fabric Charles Mackintosh invented? Number 28. Which essential for foreign tourists was invented by American Express? Number 29. George Eastman developed an easy-to-use handheld what? And number 30. What type of aircraft is Sikorsky famous for? So that's our first round complete. We've had them now through a couple of times to start with, and then a quick refresher through them at speed. So get yourselves ready to mark your answers. So here we go, the answers to round 1. What was invented by Laszlo and Georg Biro? It was the ballpoint pen. Number 1, ballpoint pen. Number 2, which fashion item is Oscar Levi Strauss responsible for? The answer is jeans. Number 2, jeans. Number 3, what nationality was motor vehicle pioneer Gottlieb Daimler? He was German. Number 3, German. Number 4, what was developed by André and Edouard Michelin? Tires. Tires. Number 4. Number 5, what type of pen did Lewis Waterman invent? The fountain pen. Number 5, the fountain pen. Number 6, which air-cushioned vehicle was invented by Christopher Cockerell? Number 6, the hovercraft. Hovercraft. Number 7, which engine used in aircraft was invented by Sir Frank Whittle? Number 7, jet. The jet engine was developed by Frank Whittle. Number 8, what did John Logie Baird invent, first called Seeing by Wireless? It's television. Number 8, television. Number 9, which communication system is Alexander Graham Bell famous for? The telephone. Number 9, telephone. Number 10, who invented a code made up of dots and dashes? Number 10 is Morse. Morse, M-O-R-S-E. Number 11, for whom did Louis Braille develop his writing system? The blind. Number 11, the blind. Number 12, which method of food preservation did Clarence Birdseye invent? It was deep freezing. Deep freezing. Number 12. Number 13, what type of lamp is Humphrey Davy famous for? What type of lamp is Humphrey Davy famous for? It is the safety lamp. The safety lamp. Number 14, which predecessor of the CD player did Thomas Edison create? It is the gramophone. The gramophone. Number 14. 15, which breakfast food was developed by Will Keith Kellogg in 1898? It is cornflakes. Cornflakes. Go all the way back to 1898 and Will Keith Kellogg. 16, which invention is Marconi known for? It is the wireless. Number 16, wireless. Number 17, which company motto, small is beautiful, was founded in the late 1940s and developed the Walkman? Sony. Sony. Or Sony. Sony or Sony, however you want to say it. Number 18, which explosive was invented by Alfred Nobel? It was dynamite. Dynamite. Number 18. Number 19, what type of milk did Louis Pasteur give his name to because of the treatment it undergoes? It is pasteurized. So pasteurized is the answer. Pasteurized milk, developed by Louis Pasteur. Number 20, in which source of power were Volta and Ampere pioneers? It's electricity. Electricity. Number 20. Number 21, what powered James Watt's engine in 1765? It was steam. Steam, number 21. Number 22, what would you use Isaac Singer's invention for? Number 22 is sewing. Sewing. Where are we? Number 23. In which room would you be the most likely to use the inventions of Kenneth Wood, known to his friends as Ken? It's the kitchen. The kitchen. Obviously, Ken Wood, as in Kenneth Wood, known to his friends as Ken. Ken Wood, make of kitchen appliances. Number 24. At what sort of party might you see the invention of Earl W. Tupper? A Tupperware party, believe it or not. Number 25. Which frozen confection was originally called Eskimo pie? Now, this one I had a guess on, and I got it wrong, because I thought it was going to be Arctic roll. But it's not Arctic roll, it's chalk ice. Chalk ice is the answer to number 25. Number 26. Which Earl invented a snack of meat between two slices of bread? Would you believe it's the Earl of Sandwich? So the answer is sandwich. Number 27. What was special about the fabric of Charles Mackintosh? What was special about the fabric Charles Mackintosh invented? It was waterproof. Number 27. Waterproof. Number 28. Which essential for foreign tourists was invented by American Express? It was the traveller's checks. Traveller's checks, number 28. Number 29. George Eastman developed an easy-to-use handheld what? It is camera. Camera, number 29. And the last one in this round, what type of aircraft is Sikorsky famous for? And it is helicopters. Number 30, helicopters. So that's the answers for our first round. 30 questions. Let's see how well you've done in round one. I think we should get some reasonably good scores in round one. So I'm expecting some 28s, 29s, and possibly some 30s. Let's see how you've done. Pop up your scores when you've totted up your answers. 28 for Malcolm, there we go. 28 for Rachel. 28 for Steph. 28 for Gina. 28 for Pam. 29 for Emily and the Rivers. 26 for Les. Denise, 26. Well done, Denise, downstairs. 30 for Meredy. Well done, Meredy. I knew somebody get 30. 28 for Michael and Dee. 28 for Joanna. 26 for Lisa. 27 for Doug. All downhill from now on. You reckon? We'll see. 27 for Shirley. 28 for Becky. You're all doing incredibly well, aren't you? 26 for Tracy. 26 for Paula. 30 for John. Gillian, 28. Helen, 28. Angela, 28. Felicity, 24. Evelyn, 23. Is still a good score, Evelyn. 25 for Seamus. 23 for Pauline. 25 for Tess. Are the Wilsons with us tonight? We haven't seen the score from the Wilsons. I haven't seen them pop up tonight, so maybe they're not with us. 28 for Yvonne. 21 for Derek and Carol. 27 for Michael. Any more scores? Any more scores on the doors before we move on to round two? Anyway, I think you all did incredibly well in round one. That's probably the best set of scores we've had since we started doing this. So you've all done really, really well. So our next round is our potluck round. This is the mixed questions. Could be on anything. I haven't looked at the questions at all. I just opened the book on a potluck round. So I haven't gone through and checked what the standard of questions are. So they could be an easy bunch or they could be a difficult bunch. So if you're ready, let's just check somebody's not trying to join there because we've got a message pop up. We'll just check before we start. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, so round 2, our potluck round. If you are ready with a clean piece of paper. Number 1. Which season does the word vernal relate to? Vernal, V-E-R-N-A-L. Which season does the word vernal relate to? Number 2. What is the zodiac sign of the balance? What is the zodiac sign of the balance? Number 2. Number 3. On which island are most lemurs found? On which island are most lemurs found? Number 4. Who had a number 1 hit with the song I Can't Get No Satisfaction? Who had a number 1 hit with the song I Can't Get No Satisfaction? Number 5. What type of horse racing does not include fences and obstacles? Number 5. What type of horse racing does not include fences and obstacles? Number 6. Who created Mickey Mouse? Number 6. Who created Mickey Mouse? Number 7. In nursery rhyme, what did little Jack Horner pull out of a pie? Number 7. In nursery rhyme, what did little Jack Horner pull out of a pie? Number 8. Which device produces the mix of air and petrol in the internal combustion engine? Which device produces the mix of air and petrol in the internal combustion engine? Number 9. What is a butterfly's proboscis? I think I've probably said that right. What is a butterfly's proboscis? P-R-O-B-O-S-C-I-S. Number 10. According to proverb, what is a change as good as? Number 10. According to proverb, what is a change as good as? Number 11. What does GMT stand for? What does GMT stand for? Number 11. Number 12. Where did Wallace and Gromit visit in A Grand Day Out? There's always a Wallace and Gromit question, isn't there? Where did Wallace and Gromit visit in A Grand Day Out? Number 13, for all you American people out there, or links with America, called a vest in America, what is the name of this garment in the UK? Called a vest in America, what is the name of this garment in the UK? Number 14. Hawthorn traditionally bloomed in which month? Hawthorn traditionally blooms in which month? Number 14. Number 15. Which game is played with rackets and shuttlecocks? Which game is played with rackets and shuttlecocks? Number 16. And we've had this question before in another quiz. This has come up before. Which part of his anatomy did Van Gogh cut off? Which part of his anatomy did Van Gogh cut off? Number 17. What word describes someone mean with money like Scrooge? What word describes somebody mean with money like Scrooge? Number 18. At which 2015 Grand Prix track did Lewis Hamilton win his third World Formula One or F1 title? Number 18. At which 2015 Grand Prix track did Lewis Hamilton win his third World F1 title? Number 19. Which George wrote Animal Farm? Which George wrote Animal Farm? Number 20. The Green Green Grass was a spin-off from which long-running TV sitcom? The Green Green Grass was a spin-off from which long-running TV sitcom? Number 21. What name is given to a female donkey? Number 21. What name is given to a female donkey? 22. Who says yabba dabba doo? Number 22. Who says yabba dabba doo? Number 23. Which month is named after the god Janus? 23. Which month is named after the god Janus? 24. Who recorded the album Rumours? Who recorded the album Rumours? 25. Which city of central England gave its name to a shade of green? What city of central England gave its name to a shade of green? Number 26. Was Clement Attlee a Conservative or Labour politician? Was Clement Attlee a Conservative or Labour politician? Number 27. What was the profession or calling of Tuck in Sherwood Forest? What was the profession or calling of Tuck in Sherwood Forest? 28. Where is the New York Stock Exchange? And you will not get a point if you say New York. Where is the New York Stock Exchange? 28. 29. In which country would you see wild wombats? 29. In which country would you see wild wombats? And number 30. Who was Ronnie Barker's comic partner? Who was Ronnie Barker's comic partner? Rachel, is that wombats in USA? Or is that your answer for the New York Stock Exchange? Okay. Have a quick look down. See if there's any you need to catch on the quick run through. I'll give you a few seconds. I'll have a slurp of my coffee. And then I'll whip through round 2 quickly again so you can fill in any gaps, check your answers, and check you've got everything covered. Okay then, whipping through round 2 swiftly. Number 1, which season does the word vernal relate to? Number 2, what is the zodiac sign of the balance? Number 3, on which island are most lemurs found? Number 4, who had a number 1 hit with the song I Can't Get No Satisfaction? Number 5, What type of horse racing does not include fences and obstacles? Number 6. Who created Mickey Mouse? Number 7. In nursery rhyme, what did Little Jack Horner pull out of a pie? Number 8. Which device produces the mix of air and petrol in the internal combustion engine? Number 9. What is a butterfly's proboscis or proboscis? Number 10. According to proverb, what is a change as good as? Number 11. What does GMT stand for? Number 12. Where did Wallace and Gromit visit in a grand day out? Number 13. Called a vest in America, what's the name of this garment in the UK? Number 14. Hawthorn traditionally blooms in which month? Number 15. Which game is played with rackets and shuttlecocks? Number 16. Which part of his anatomy did Van Gogh cut off? Number 17. What word describes someone mean with money like Scrooge? Number 18. At which 2015 Grand Prix track did Lewis Hamilton win his third World F1 title? Number 19. Which George wrote Animal Farm? 20. The Green Green Grass was a spin-off from which long-running TV sitcom? Number 21. What name is given to a female donkey? Number 22. Who says yabba dabba doo? I like that one. I'm going to do that one again. Number 22. Who says yabba dabba doo? Number 23. Which month is named after the god Janus? Number 24. Who recorded the album Rumours? Number 25. Which city of central England gave its name to a shade of green? 26. Was Clement Attlee a Conservative or Labour politician? 27. What was the profession or calling of Tuck in Sherwood Forest? Number 28. Where is the New York Stock Exchange? 29. In which country would you see wild wombats? And finally, number 30. Who was Ronnie Barker's comic partner? So that's the last time reading through round 2, our potluck round. We'll get the answers ready and we will go through and give you the answers on that one. So, are you ready? Number 1. Which season does the word vernal relate to? It is spring. Number 1, spring. Number 2, what is the zodiac sign of the balance? Number 2 is Libra. Libra. Number 3, on which island are the most lemurs found? It is Madagascar. Number 3, Madagascar. Number 4, who had the number 1 hit with the song I Can't Get No Satisfaction? It is the Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stones. Number 5, what type of horse racing does not include fences or obstacles? It is flat. Number 5, flat. So flat or flat racing. Number 6, who created Mickey Mouse? It was Walt Disney. Walt Disney, number 6. Number 7, in nursery rhyme, what did little Jack Horner pull out of a pie? It is a plum. A plum. Number 8, which device produces the mix of air and petrol in an internal combustion engine? It is the carburetor. The carburetor. Number 9. What is a butterfly's proboscis or proboscis? It is its tongue. Number 9, tongue. Number 10, according to proverb, what is a change as good as? Number 10 is rest, a rest. Number 11, what does GMT stand for? Greenwich Mean Time. Number 11, Greenwich Mean Time. Number 12, where did Wallace and Gromit visit in a grand day out? It was the moon. The moon, number 12. Called a vest in America, what is the name of the garment in the UK? It is a waistcoat. Number 13, a waistcoat. Number 14, hawthorn traditionally blooms in which month? It is May. Number 14, May. Number 15, which game is played with rackets and shuttlecocks? Number 15, badminton. Badminton. Number 16, which part of his anatomy did Van Gogh cut off? It was his ear, or an ear. Or Gambia. I don't know which one you're answering for, or Gambia. Is that lemurs? I don't know. Number 17, what word describes someone mean with money like Scrooge? It's a miser. Miser, M-I-S-E-R. Number 18, at which 2015 Grand Prix did Lewis Hamilton win his third World F1 title? It was Circuit of the Americas in Texas. Circuit of the Americas in Texas, number 18. Number 19, which George wrote Animal Farm? Which George wrote Animal Farm? It is George Orwell. George Orwell. Number 20. Number 20. I've lost my place. Number 20. The Green Green Grass was a spin-off from which long-running TV sitcom? It was Only Fools and Horses. Only Fools and Horses. Number 21. What name is given to a female donkey? Number 21 is a Jenny. 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 Number 22. Who says yabba dabba doo? It's Fred Flintstone. Fred Flintstone. Number 23. Which month is named after the god Janus? It is January. Number 23. January. Number 24. Who recorded the album Rumours? It is Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac. Number 24. Number 25. Which city of central England gave its name to a shade of green? Number 25 is Lincoln. Lincoln. Number 26. Was Clement Attlee a Conservative or Labour politician? He was Labour. Labour. Number 26. Number 27. What was the profession or calling of Tuck in Sherwood Forest? He was a friar. Friar Tuck. So friar for number 27. Number 28. Where is the New York Stock Exchange? It is on Wall Street. Wall Street. W-A-L-L Street. 29. In which country would you see wild wombats? Australia. Number 29. Australia. And the last one in this round. Number 30. Who was Ronnie Barker's comic partner? It was Ronnie Corbett. Number 30. Ronnie Corbett. So, tot up your answers on that one and see how well you've done on that round. So, Steph 27, Angela 25. Another good round for some. John 27, Michael 25, Pam 27, Malcolm 26, Gillian 22, Paula 27, good round for some here, 25 Tracy, Mark 27, Sheila 27, Denise 24, Meredith 28. Denise, it's time to put the veg on for dinner, by the way. I have to give a notice to put the veg on for dinner, so dinner's not too late. 28 for Rachel, 20 for Felicity, Gillian 23, Evelyn 19. Oh, still 2/3 right, Evelyn. 25 Yvonne, 21 Pauline. You're all doing really, really well. 20 for Seamus. There's no shabby scores at all here tonight, is there? 20 for Derek and Carol. So whilst we're just taking a little bit of a breather there, just to remind you that our service tomorrow is at 9:30. We'll do our final round in a second. It's being broadcast on our Facebook group here, on our YouTube live channel, on Twitter, and from tomorrow it's also available direct on our website. Either go to the front page of the website, go down the left hand side, look for the little television, click on the television, or go to www.parishofwykeregis.org.uk/live, and the services will now be broadcast through the website as well as Twitter, Facebook and YouTube. We're adding a bit each week. That's probably it now. We probably won't be broadcasting anywhere else, but the website was the final one to get it working on, and we've worked on extending the availability over the weeks, and I think we're now working on all channels. We're getting better at it each week with our live streaming. We still have a few technical issues with signal. We're hoping we've dealt with the issues that we had last week where we lost Brother Alistair's signal in church. We're hopefully going to try something else either from this week or if not from next week, which should hopefully improve the quality of Brother Alistair's feed from church. I say there is a quiz on Thursday for All Saints School. We will get the details and post it up in this Facebook group for you in case you want to register for that quiz and support FASA and the school. And just to remind you, if you haven't looked in, at 6 o'clock on a Saturday night, I'm running a live news programme covering 5 or 6 topics each week with a few video reports for people covering things of interest locally. Today we covered the museum, we covered the D-Day anniversary that fell today, and a couple of other things of interest. So do look in and watch that at 6 p.m. on a Saturday, or go to our YouTube page or catch up with it in Facebook anytime during the week if you've got a chance. Okay, so are you ready for our final round tonight? We'll just check nobody's trying to do anything, and no, that's good. Our final round tonight is food and drink. Food and drink for our final round. Something we all should be up on, food and drink, something we all need. So we'll see how you do with food and drink. So if you're ready with a clean bit of paper and your pencils ready, 30 questions on food and drink. Number 1, what type of wheat is used in gnocchi? What type of wheat is used in gnocchi? Number 2, what type of meat is used in osso buco? What type of meat is used in osso buco? Number 3, what is the flavour of kummel? Kummel, Kummel. What is the flavour of kummel? Number 4, which cream has more fat, clotted cream or double cream? Which cream has more fat, clotted cream or double cream? Number 5. What are suntinas? Suntinas. What are suntinas? I'll spell it out in case I said it wrong. Suntinas. What are suntinas? Suntinas. Number 6. What is special about porcini mushrooms? What is special about porcini mushrooms? Spelled Porcini. God, I've picked around with some really difficult words in. Next week I'll check the questions because I'm going to struggle with these tonight. Here we go. So here's another one. How is Parmigiano Reggiano usually known in the UK? Parmigiano Reggiano known in the UK. So that's Parmigiano. That's the first word. Reggiano. Reggino. Usually known in the UK. It's going to be something really, really easy, isn't it? Parmigiano Reggiano. Oh, I don't know. If you know the answer, you'll know what I'm trying to say, I'm sure. Number 8. Burnt wood ales were originally based near which town? Burnt wood ales were originally based near which town? Number 9. What sort of meat is silverside? What sort of meat is silverside? Number 10. Which is the Italian equivalent of a French vin de table? What is the Italian equivalent of a French vin de table? Or vin de table, if you want to say it that way. Number 11. Which spirit is used in a Manhattan? Which spirit is used in a Manhattan? Number 12. Which fruit flavour is used in Crepe Suzette? Which fruit flavour is used in Crepe Suzette? Number 13. What are the two main ingredients of a couliabac? What are the two main ingredients of couliabac? Coulibac. Number 14. What is sake wine made from? What is sake wine made from? This question we've also had in a previous quiz, or a very similar question. Which flavoured liqueur is used to make Kir? K-I-R. Which flavoured liqueur is used to make Kir? Number 16. Which are the two main ingredients of kedgeree? Kedgeree. What are the two main ingredients of kedgeree? Number 17. Which breeds of cow produce so-called gold top milk? Which breeds of cow produce so-called gold top milk? Number 18. Which liqueur is used in a sidecar? Which liqueur is used in a sidecar? Number 19. Which type of pastry is usually bought frozen in wafer-thin slices? Which type of pastry is usually bought frozen in wafer-thin slices? Number 20. Which two cheeses are layered in a huntsman's cheese? Which two cheeses are layered in a huntsman's cheese? Number 21. How many standard bottles of wine are equivalent to a Methuselah? 21. How many standard bottles of wine are equivalent to a Methuselah? Number 22. What is pancetta? What is pancetta? Number 23. What type of flour is traditionally used in blinis? What type of flour is traditionally used in blinis? Number 24. What are flagellot, I'll spell that out, and cannellini? Flagellot, Flageolet, and cannellini, Cannellini. What are flagellate and cannellini? Number 25. What country does chorizo sausage come from? What country does chorizo sausage come from? Number 26. From which part of France does Calvados originate? From which part of France does Calvados originate? Number 27. What is focaccia? Focaccia. What is focaccia? Number 28. Which two main ingredients would you add to spaghetti to make spaghetti alla carbonara? Which two main ingredients would you add to spaghetti to make spaghetti alla carbonara? 29. What type of milk has a bottle with a blue and silver check cap? What type of milk has a bottle with a blue and silver checked cap? And number 30. What is arborio? What is arborio? Arborio. I will flick through those questions again in a second. Have a look, see which ones you need to clarify on the run through. I'm sorry that my pronunciation on some of these is a bit difficult. Some of these words I've never seen before. But I will spell them out if I'm not sure as I go through. So, if we're ready then, the final run through on the final round tonight. I should also say that in a future week we have got a music round and a picture round that Michael Dilliston's kindly put together for us. I haven't had a chance to get it set up for this week. It's been a rather busy week, but I have got them now, and hopefully we can get them set up, or one of them set up for next week, and have a slightly different round for one of the rounds next week. So thank you to Michael for organising that. So, number 1 then. What type of wheat is used in gnocchi? What type of wheat is used in gnocchi? Spelt Gnocchi. Number 2. What type of meat is used in osso buco? What type of meat is used in osso buco? Number 3. What is the flavour of kummel? Kummel, Kummel. Number 4. Which cream has more fat, clotted cream or double cream? Number 5. What are suntinas? Suntinas. Number 6. What is special about porcini mushrooms? Porcini. What is special about porcini mushrooms? Here's what I'm struggling with. How is Parmigiano Reggiano usually known in the UK? How is Parmigiano Reggiano usually known in the UK? Parmigiano and Reggiano Reggiano. Number 8. Burnt wood ales were originally based near which town? Number 9. What sort of meat is silverside? Number 10. What is the Italian equivalent of the French vin de table? Number 11. Which spirit is used in a Manhattan? Number 12. Which fruit flavour is used in Crepe Suzette? Number 13. What are the two main ingredients of a coulibiac? Coulibiac. Coulibiac. Number 14. What is sake wine made from? Number 15. Which flavoured liqueur is used to make kir? K-I-R. Number 16. What are the two main ingredients of kedgeree? Number 17. Which breeds of cow produce so-called gold top milk? Number 18. Which liqueur is used in a sidecar? Number 19. Which type of pastry is used bought frozen in wafer thin slices? Number 20. Which two cheeses are layered in a huntsman's cheese? Number 21. How many standard bottles of wine are equivalent to a Methuselah? Number 22. What is pancetta? Number 23. What type of flavour is traditionally used in blinis? Number 24. What are flageolet and cannellini? Flageolet and cannellini. Cannellini. Number 25. Which country does chorizo sausage come from? Number 26. Which part of France does Calvados originate? Number 27. What is focaccia? Number 28. Which two ingredients would you add to spaghetti to make spaghetti alla carbonara? Number 29. What type of milk has a bottle with blue and silver checked cap? And finally, number 30. What is arborio? Arborio. A-R-B-O-R-I-O. So that's the last questions for tonight. Get ready for the answers. Just check you've got them all written down. Thank you for you all joining with us yet again this evening. Good number of you out there again. It's always nice when people do link up when you go to the effort to organise something. It makes it all worthwhile. So thank you very much for those of you that join us week after week after week. We really do appreciate it. And hopefully you're still enjoying it as well, even though sometimes the questions are a little difficult. But you did have a really easy first round tonight, so that does make it up for when we get a little tougher round. This one I think is a bit of a mediocre round, this one. I think there's some questions in here that are quite easy. There are some that are not so easy. I certainly didn't know all of the answers to these, I have to be honest. So, off we go then. What type of wheat is used in gnocchi? It's semolina. Semolina, number 1. Number 2. What type of meat is used in osso buco? It is veal. Number 2, veal. Number 3. What is the flavour of kümmel? What is the flavour of kümmel? It is caraway. Caraway. Number 4. Which cream has more fat, clotted cream or double cream? It's clotted cream. Number 5. What are suntinas? Suntinas. They are citrus fruits. Number 5, citrus fruits. Number 6, what is special about porcini mushrooms? They are dried. Number 6, they are dried. Number 7, the one I really struggled with. How is Parmigiano Reggiano usually known in the UK? It's Parmesan cheese. It would have been a lot easier to say Parmesan cheese, wouldn't it? Number 7, Parmesan cheese. Number 8, Burntwood Ales were originally based near which town? It is Warrington. Warrington. Number 8, Warrington. Number 9, what sort of meat is Silverside? It is beef. Number 9, beef. Number 10, what is the Italian equivalent of the French vin de table? It is vino da tavola. Vino da tavola. So very similar to vin de table. It's vino da tavola. Number 11, which spirit is used in a Manhattan? It's whiskey or bourbon. Whiskey or bourbon. Number 11. Number 12, which fruit flavour is used in Crepe Suzettes? It's orange. Orange. Number 12. Number 13, what are the two main ingredients of a coulibiac? Number 13, it is fish and pastry. Fish and pastry. Number 14, what is sake wine made from? It's made from rice. Number 14, rice. Number 15, which flavoured liqueur is used to make kheer? It is the black currant liqueur. Number 16, what are the two main ingredients of kedgeree? It's smoked fish and rice. Number 16, smoked fish and rice is the two main ingredients of kedgeree. Number 17, which breeds of cow produce so-called gold top milk? It is Guernseys and Jerseys. For number 17, Guernseys and Jerseys. Number 18, which liqueur is used in a sidecar? One of my favourites to go in coffee, it's Cointreau. Cointreau, number 18. Number 19, which type of pastry is usually bought frozen in wafer-thin slices? It's phyllo. Phyllo, number 19. Question I didn't know the answer to, but I do like my cheese. Which two cheeses are layered in a huntsman's cheese? I didn't know the answer to this one, but it's got one of my favourites in. It's Double Gloucester and Stilton. Double Gloucester and Stilton. I'm very partial to a lovely strong piece of Stilton. Number 21. How many standard bottles of wine are equivalent to a Methuselah? It's 8. 8 bottles of wine, number 21. Number 22. What is pancetta? What is pancetta? It's bacon. Bacon, number 22. Number 23. What type of flour is traditionally used in blinis? It's buckwheat. Buckwheat. B-U-C-K, wheat. Number 24. What are flageolet and cannellini? F-L-A-G-E-O-L-E-T and cannellini. They are dried beans. Dried beans. Number 25. Which country does chorizo sausage come from? It comes from Spain. Number 25, Spain. Number 26. From which part of France does Calvados originate? Which part of France does Calvados originate from? It's Normandy. Normandy. Number 27. What is focaccia? Focaccia. It's an Italian bread. Number 27. An Italian bread. Number 28. Which two main ingredients would you add to spaghetti to make spaghetti alla carbonara? It is, number 28, bacon and eggs. Bacon and eggs. Number 29, what type of milk has a bottle with a blue and silver checked cap. It is skimmed milk, skimmed, number 29. And our last question tonight. What is Arborio? Arborio. It's Italian rice. Number 30, Italian rice. So that's the 30 answers in our last round tonight. I wonder how you did with that round. I think some of the questions were pretty good. I think some of them were a little bit tough. So I'm expecting scores in the range of sort of 12 to 22 for a lot of people. I think there'll be a few in the 25 plus. Okay, but I think there'll be some in the 12 to 22 range, because that's certainly where I would have been. Emily says skimmed is red top at Asda. Well, Asda are always different. I must admit, it is usually red top, isn't it? I think they're talking about the milk that comes from the milkman in the old bottles that you get on the doorstep. 11, 29, 20, 12, 19, 12. See, I said it'd be about 12 to 22, didn't I? Pam, I only read the answers that are in the book. I don't make the answers up. We'll take it up with the writer of the book. Who wrote the book? Doesn't say. Doesn't say who wrote the book. It says... No, it doesn't say. That's probably because they didn't want us moaning about getting their answers wrong. It's published by Sevenoaks, but it doesn't say who put it together. 26 for Angela. 12 for Michael. 9 for Denise. Pauline 11. So it was definitely a tougher round. So we started with that easy round. We had a mediocre round in the middle, and we had a bit of a tougher round at the end, didn't we, tonight? It's good to make them not all easy. You've got to have a bit of a tough round occasionally, haven't you? Otherwise it gets far too easy. If we all got 30 out of 30 every round, it wouldn't be much fun, and you wouldn't learn anything. You know, because one of the things about quizzes is hopefully some of the answers that we got wrong we'll remember for the next time we do a quiz. And who knows, some of these questions that we've been doing over the last 10 weeks may come up at the All Saints quiz on Thursday night. And if they're using the same book as me, which is this book here, which I showed you quickly and got rid of, then they could all come up, because they might pick the same questions that we've used on one of the weeks. So thank you all for joining in this evening yet again. I hope you've enjoyed the evening. I hope you've learnt something. And it's probably better than what was on the telly tonight. I don't know, because I haven't put the telly on to see what's on, but I'm sure it's better than what was on the telly. For those of you that join us for the service tomorrow, look forward to being with you then at 9:30. I will pop up the information on the All Saints quiz. I'll just clarify the information, and then I will pop it up on the Facebook group. If you're particularly interested and it doesn't pop up on the Facebook group, please put a message in the group, or message me or email me, and I'll make sure you get the information, because it'll be good for them to have a good number of people taking part in the quiz on Thursday evening. So I'll sign off for tonight, hopefully, because I got the veg on at the end of round 2. Hopefully dinner's not far off, because I'm now feeling a little bit hungry, because it's getting late and I haven't had my dinner yet. It's 10 to 9. So I'll say goodnight to you all, and for those of you that just joined us for the quiz, we'll see you next week, and for the rest of you, we'll catch up with you tomorrow or during the week. So thanks again, and good night.